It's only hitting 1 for 23 against Jason Mott. Marcelo Polanco has the only hit. Philadelphia Philly. Here's George Gutierrez pinch hitting for Milwaukee. The Brewers are 0 for 12 against Jason Mott in this LCS. Early offense for St. Louis. Outstanding relief work for the Cardinals. The story in this one. You guys thought maybe the bullpen could garner up enough votes. If you had to give it an MVP award to somebody or some bodies, it would be the Cardinal bullpen.
Freeze took care of that with that 3-run bomb in the first.
He sealed it up, I think. I'm sure the votes will come in and prove that. But David Freese, the Nelson Cruz of the LCS on this side of the fence. Gutierrez, center field, pretty well hit. John Jay going back at the wall, and John Jay makes the catch. What a great catch that was.
This young man could play a little center field. I'll tell you, his instincts this entire series have been amazing, checking for the wall, timing his leap, and then cradling that ball in his hand to ensure that he makes that great catch.
Only if it was the final out of the game would that have been more impressive, but a great catch from Jay.
But a little defining moment, the difference between these two ball clubs. 7 errors by the Milwaukee Brewers in the last 2 games, and catches like that by Jay.
Here's Marcotte. Brewers down to their last out. It's been a magical ride for the Brewers this year. Franchise record in wins with 96, division champions. For the first time in the National League, their first division title in 29 years. They've won more home games in front of their great fans than any other team in baseball, 57. While turning out over 3 million fans for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. Anxious moment for the Cardinals, ready to pour onto the field. Braun, the candidate for the most valuable player award in the National League this season. And there it is. The St. Louis Cardinals are headed back to the World Series. The Cardinals win the National League pennant for the 18th time. Tony La Russa will make it to the World Series for his 6th trip. Won it in '89 with the A's. He won it in '06 with the Cardinals. What a comeback season for the St. Louis Cardinals. 10 and a half back with a little over a month to play, and now they are headed to the Fall Classic. This is an amazing story, even for a franchise that has experienced so much success in their history.
Maybe the happiest flight for this season. This team, 10 and a half back at some point, made a run, had a half dozen times in September that you left them for dead. No chance to come back. They kept plugging along, and they get to the playoffs, and they're red hot, and it seemed everything they decided to do, whether it was a bullpen choice or a pinch hitting choice or a defensive choice, everything came up roses.
Well, I shook my head on a Wednesday that ended the season for the first time in a long time. What I couldn't believe that took place on that Wednesday, I really shook my head this series. I can't believe what took place offensively. It's a credit to the hitters. I know the pitchers did not have their way, but what a job for the St. Louis Cardinals and their offense.
The chance of happy flight. And dejected Brewers fans, they thought they were looking at one of the best teams in franchise history. Certainly will have its place in franchise history, but coming up 2 wins short of just their second berth in the World Series. And they drop it against their division rival, the St. Louis Cardinals. Wild card team headed to the World Series in a matchup with the Texas Rangers. As we check in with Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, I'm here with Matt Holliday. Matt, you've been to the World